All right, now you can go.
What goes into that, getting like such a large amount of followers?
Well, I've been saying this before. Nobody cares who streams. Nobody cares. You can say, oh, I'm a fan of Spooky, I'm a fan of 8-Way Run, I'm a fan of who are the West Coast guys? I play Winner, I'm a fan of Level Up.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Jackson.
It doesn't matter. Nobody cares who's streaming. And basically, one streamer gets bigger than others simply because they're streaming the big tournaments. We see it at like events like Final Round in this last February. Who was Medina,
yeah.
the Mortal Kombat community. He streamed the builder matches for Marvel. Nobody knows who Medina was. He's a nobody streamer. He's basically part of the Mortal Kombat community. He doesn't really do anything besides that. Nobody knows who he was, but he was streaming Marvel. Spooky wasn't, so he was beating Spooky in numbers.
Makes sense.
And, you know, that's all that matters. It's who's streaming Marvel. Nobody cares who streams it. Streamers don't care about quality. They're just like...
So basically you go for the big events?
If you're streaming Marvel at a big event, you've got the numbers. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
But going back to the conversation we were having before, I can see why 3D fighting games are not popular in America. And I said before, it's because there's a hype in 2D created from this Marvel era.
Yeah.
When you see a one-hit KO combo in Marvel, when you see these super long 100-hit combos, these cancels, these flashes on the screen, these supers, you know something amazing is happening because the game is telling you there's something amazing happening.
Exactly.
The screen's going crazy. It's shaking around. There's flashing lights everywhere. Look at King of Fighters. King of Fighters was made for spectators.
Yes.
Every time something amazing happens, the screen flashes white. The guy does a cancel. Screen flashes white. Guy goes into an HD combo. Screen flashes white. It is sensory overload. It is awesome. It is amazing.
And I think that's a good thing.
In a 3D fighting game, when 3D fighting games is not about that.
Yeah.
It's not about these amazing physical dexterous combos, one-hit KOs. They don't happen in 3D fighting games. Where the skill comes in 3D fighting games, it's mind games. You can't see mind games.
Exactly.
You can't see that a player made a good choice, that they had a 30% option to do this, a 20% option to do this, a 20% option to do this. You can't see that. So how do spectators, how do stream monsters, how do they watch a 3D fighting game and get hyped? The only way is with commentary. And sadly, commentary in 3D fighting games has not been
non-existent.
Not been as good as we'd like to hope.
Yeah.
Commentary in 3D fighting games is very informative. It's not hype. It's not yipes. It's not ski Sonic.
Yeah.
It's not the what you stand up for kind of situations that we're seeing. It's oh my god, that was a great read. Blah 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 blah. The average person doesn't understand what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Of course, then you have the pros who are watching it. They love the commentary. And then when you start explaining too much, they're like, why are you explaining that? We understand what's going on. Stop explaining.
Exactly.
Or when you're being hyped. That wasn't a hype moment. The guy got punched in the face. Why are you yelling into the microphone?
Pretty much shows what it's all about. I mean, I think that's a good thing, like, that the games like Marvel, King of Fighters, that they were made for the audience just for that purpose, because otherwise I don't think the game would be as big as it is.
Well, King of Fighters isn't big.
Imagine how small it would be otherwise, because people just watching the game, seeing all those flashing lights,
Marvel is
all of
fun
those
for watchers, but the stream monsters do not convert to players. This is why, as a streamer myself, I think the advent of online gaming and streams have hurt the fighting game community as a whole.
Because they would rather watch than play?
People can say, oh, ever since 2009 and Street Fighter and online gaming, fighting games are bigger than ever. Yeah, fighting games are bigger than ever, but that's simply because video games in general are bigger than ever. You talk about the 10 years it's been since the last good Street Fighter game to 2009, and the number of people who are so much more active in video games and entertainment media, it's astronomical how big it's gotten.
Yeah.
And that has not translated to tournament attendance. That's just because there's more people. The game being online does not make more people come to tournaments. It makes less people come to tournaments because it's like, why am I going to come to a tournament when I can play online? Or why am I going to come to a tournament to see the pros when I can watch the pros online? I mean, it can be something to say seeing it in person.
I agree.
But streams are getting so much better that as long as you're watching it live, you feel like you're there in person.
Yep, I agree. And you think there's any way that this can be corrected, or you think we're on a steep decline?
There's no way it can be.
It can't be corrected.
It can't be corrected
because
this is a train.
It's the standard now.
It is a train. You have to get out of the way and embrace it. And
how do we destroy streaming?
That's like I'm saying.
To be honest,
streaming is
it's necessary.
It's good. There's only one way to destroy streaming, and that's Pippa, and we don't want that happening. Pippa and Sopa. Let those pass. Then there will be no more streaming. That's the only way. So the only way to destroy streaming is to take a huge cut in freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So it's
then
not
there wouldn't be any YouTube videos. There wouldn't be any.
Yeah, exactly.
There wouldn't be any of that.
There wouldn't be a Facebook.
There would be no scene. Like, it works both ways. If there weren't any
you wouldn't have forums. So how would you organize these tournaments?
Exactly. Like. If we destroy streaming, we destroy fighting games in general.
It means all the tournaments move outside of the United States.
Exactly. I never really watch out-of-country streams. How are they? Do you know? I only watch like U.S. streams.
Japanese streams, not good. Definitely not good. European streams, they can be good.
Okay.
But they don't have the emphasis on video quality.
Okay.
All right, that was kind of fast. Not expecting that to end so quickly.
Well, good games, guys.
First line fire.